Hello, we are students from Permanent School. In this clip, we will be talking about SDGs or Sustainable Development Goals. So, what are the Sustainable Development Goals? The Sustainable Development Goals, also known as the Global Goals, were adopted by the United Nations member states in 2015 as a universal call to action to end poverty, protect the planet, and ensure that all people enjoy peace and prosperity by 2030. And the 17 SDGs are integrated. That is, they recognize that action in one area will affect outcome in others, and that development must balance social, economic, and environmental sustainability. Through the pledge to leave no one behind, countries have committed to fast-track progress for those furthest behind first. That is why the SDGs are designed to bring the world to several life-changing zeros, including zero poverty, hunger, AIDS, and discrimination against women and girls. Everyone needs to reach these ambitious targets. The creativity, know-how, technology, and financial resources from all of society is necessary to achieve the SDGs in every context. The background of this goal is the Sustainable Development Goals were born at the United Nations Conference on Sustainable Development in Rio de Janeiro in 2012. The objective was to produce a set of universal goals that meet the urgent environmental, political, and economic challenge facing our world. The SDGs replace the Millennium Development Goals, or the MDGs, which started a global effort in year 2000 to tackle the indignity of poverty. The MDGs establish measurable, universally agreed objectives for tackling extreme poverty and hunger, preventing deadly diseases, and expanding primary education to all children, among other development priorities. For 15 years, the MDGs drove progress in several important areas: reducing income poverty, providing much-needed access to water and sanitation, driving down child mortality, and drastically improving maternal health. They also kick-started a global movement for free primary education, inspiring countries to invest in their future generations. More significantly, the MDGs made huge strides in combating HIV, AIDS, and other treatable diseases such as malaria and tuberculosis. The key of MDGs achievements: more than 1 billion people have been left out of extreme poverty. Child mortality adopted by more than half. The number of out-of-school children have adopted by more than half. And HIV and AIDS infection fell by almost 40%. The legacy and achievements of the MDGs provide us with valuable lessons and experience to begin work on the new goals. But for millions of people around the world, the job remains unfinished. We need to go the last mile on ending hunger, achieving full gender equality, improving health services, and getting every child into school beyond primary. The SDGs are also an urgent call to shift the world onto a more sustainable path. The SDGs are bold commitment to finish what we started and tackle some of the more pressing challenges facing the world today. All 17 goals interconnect, meaning success in one affects success for others. Dealing with the threat of the climate change impact how we manage our fragile natural resources. Achieving gender equality or better health help eradicate poverty, and fostering peace and inclusive society will reduce inequalities and help economies prosper. In short, this is the greatest chance we have to improve life for the future in generations. The SDGs coincided with another historic agreement reached in 2015 at the COP21 Paris Climate Conference, together with the Sendai Framework for Disaster Risk Reductions, signed in Japan in March 2015. These agreements provide a set of common standards and achievable targets to reduce carbon emissions, manage the risk of climate change and natural disasters, and to build back better after a crisis. SDGs are unique in that they are cover issues that affect us all. They reaffirm our international commitment to end poverty permanently everywhere. They are ambitious in making sure no one is left behind. More importantly, they involve us all to build a more sustainable, safer, and precious planet for all humanity. And thank you for listening. To support us, you can follow us in Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Thank you.